We can't help but fangirl over the fact that Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner can't help but fangirl over each other. Make sense? So we decided to do a roundup of all the best moments of their friendship. Let's get into it. There was no question Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner were destined to become friends from the get-go, especially after the release of Taylor's 6th studio album, Reputation. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, she admitted that while making the album, many of her songs were influenced by Game of Thrones, in which Sophie stars as the Queen of the North, aka Sansa Stark. She explained each of the Thrones-inspired songs, saying, quote, "Look What You Made Me Do is literally Arya Stark's kill list. King of My Heart was influenced by Khal Drogo and Daenerys. I Did Something Bad I wrote after Arya and Sansa conspire to kill Littlefinger. That and Look What You Made Me Do are very Cersei vibes." The continued feeling of admiration was mutual even years later when Sophie gushed over Taylor and even admitted to fangirling over her during a 2019 red carpet interview.
No, I fangirl over her. I don't think Taylor Swift fangirls over me. I think I fangirl over her.
Alright, so we can't exactly move on without addressing the Joe Bro-shaped elephant in the room, aka the fact that Sophie can't help but fangirl over the girl who was broken up with over a 25-second phone call by her now husband, Joe Jonas.
I'm not even gonna be able to remember the boy who broke up with me over the phone in 25 seconds when I was 18.
Hashtag never forget this iconic interview, but the years have passed, amends have been made, and we've all matured. That is, until another song that was allegedly written about Joe was recently unleashed from Taylor's vault, and according to Sophie, it's not a bop. Mr. Perfectly Fine is an undeniable smash hit, whether or not your own husband is a subject, you know? As soon as the song was released last month, Sophie took to Instagram to share her thoughts on the breakup anthem, writing, "It's not a bop," to which Taylor appropriately responded with a Game of Thrones reference, saying, "Forever bending the knee to the Queen of the North." The love is clearly mutual, and as this Twitter user put it ever so perfectly, Sophie Turner is a Swiftie first and Joe Jonas's wife second. I mean, it's not the truth. But speaking of bops, long before Mr. Perfectly Fine hit streaming platforms, came Taylor's coming-of-age anthem 22, in which we all couldn't wait to blast through the speakers after concluding our 21st lap around the sun. Sophie was literally all of us while celebrating her 22nd birthday back in 2018 and belting out the iconic line from one of Tay's catchiest tunes to date. But perhaps one of the biggest fangirl rites of passage is legitimately twinning with your idol, which is what Sophie unintentionally, or quite possibly intentionally, did when choosing her outfit for Joe's 30th James Bond-themed birthday party back in 2019. She said, quote, "It was amazing and I wanted to be a Bond girl for the night." Sophie might have forgotten the designer of the dress she wore, but she did remember that Taylor wore it during the 2016 Oscar Vanity Fair after party.
I don't remember who it was by, which is awful, but I know that Taylor Swift wore it before to an event and she looked much better in it than I did.
As if it wasn't already evident, Taylor and Sophie are both class act queens who constantly support each other and cheer each other on, and we truly love to see it. That said, it's only appropriate to leave you all with this video compilation of both Tay and Sophie living their best award show lives. You're entirely welcome for that. And to see a roundup of all the sweet things Joe Jonas has said about he and Sophie's daughter Willa, click right over here for a full Clevver News rundown. And then let me know in the comments what you think about Taylor Swift and Sophie's friendship. I just think it's the most adorable. For now, guys, I'm your host, Carly Henderson, and I'll see you soon.